Good morning, friends. Marco's here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here, and let's, of course, wake up my buddies, the football gods, the 77 Dallas Cowboys. Whew. It is August 2nd, and we sit 42 days, 9 hours, 27 minutes, and 50 seconds away from kickoff, hopefully, against the Los Angeles Rams in their new stadium in L.A. 42 days. Whew. Unbelievable. I want to share something with you guys real quick. I overslept this morning. I don't know what happened. I got up, did my old man pee and things, and went back and laid down. And I had this crazy dream. I mean, it was crazy. This crazy dream. It was crazy. I mean, it was just weird. And it was just like it was realistic. I was out camping with all these other people and stuff. We were in this campground and stuff. Everybody's having a great time and stuff, which is kind of weird because ain't nobody getting together doing stuff in groups anymore. But I remember there were reports in this dream that there had been some UFO sightings. And vividly, I remember there was like this clouds. It was almost like the movies, this clouds where they're just kind of like circulating and growing and stuff. And then behind the cloud, you could see this long ship. And breaking off the ship was, and I can remember because it broke off sideways. So it was the disc, like the ship. And it was this vivid red burgundy color on it that broke off. And it was dropping off all of these like landers. And I remember the flames and the haze around with all of these alien vehicles or creatures or whatever you want to call it that are just firing left and right. And I didn't recognize anybody in this dream as far as the people, it was just random people. But I remember there was this tall older guy next to me. His name was Charlie because I'd said his name, Charlie. And I said, Charlie, because people are seeing all this, they're running like crazy. I'm like, ain't no point in running. It's just delaying the inevitable. And so we're on like this embankment, like it's brick, and just looking over and just seeing all this firing and seeing them come this way. And we just went inside the tent. And this tent wasn't like, a modern day tent that's, got the screens and the windows and all. It was just not like, if you were a Boy Scout like I was, we had those old canvas tents that had no windows, like a teepee, and it was real heavyweight cloth, and it just closed it. And everything went dark. But then I woke in the dream, and I remember opening up the flap and looking out, and everything, the sky was blue. Everything was like back to normal. And there was a group of people walking in this line. And if you've ever seen the show True Blood, Tiara, I think was her name, the bartender, she ended up becoming a vampire. She was walking with them, and I went up and I started talking to her. And I was like, what happened? Because my last memories was the end of the world. And she's like, it was the fight with the aliens, and the aliens just died. And I'm like, when did all this happen? I was like, what are you talking about? It just started. She said, that was over a year ago. I said, wait a minute. I went in the tent with my friend Charlie. She goes in the tent, and Charlie's body is there, completely decomposed. So I was knocked out for over a year. And I have no idea what the hell that means. But I remember the colors because the clothes she was wearing were bright blue. And the burgundy or the red of the alien ship coming off of the clouds and things, and the yellow. I mean, it was very, very vivid and very, very realistic. It seemed like it just lasted forever. So if anybody has an idea what that thing means, let me know, because it was bizarro. But after I started talking to my crew, Jet, Jet and Q and all that, I didn't realize I said that it was like red or burgundy, and then the yellow, red and burgundy and yellow. And she was wearing blue. Could it be that's the rise of the Washington football team and the ultimate failure? I don't know. But if somebody else has a clue, please tune me in. So anyway, got something to get you hyped this morning. The veterans have been passing their COVID tests. Thank God they've all been passing their COVID tests. We haven't had any more players opt out. And, sporadically, every few hours or so, you hear about a player here and a player there, here a player, there a player, everywhere a player that's opting out. A lot of them have worries about family members and things like that for the season, unless you're the New England Patriots, where I think it's actually an organizational thing where they have 7 players that decided we're just going to redshirt the season because we're going to be building to get that Super Bowl the following year. The veterans are back at the Star. Now, we're not talking about practice yet. We're talking about strength and conditioning, physicals, classroom work, and stuff like that. We won't actually hear about them probably for maybe about another 11, 12 days before they get on the field, depending on exactly when the NFL and the NFLPA finally get this final agreement done. It looks like they're pushing the opting out time frame to Tuesday or Wednesday. So players still have a couple days left to decide if they want to sit out and so on. But here we go. Check out our Dallas Cowboys getting their pitches done. Yeah, buddy. That's my Cowboys. That's my team. Look, oh man. I love how they even slipped in. Have I gotten to it yet? There's Joe Looney Tunes, Amari Cooper, look at that, Tyrone Crawford. I love how they even slipped in Andy Dalton in that. That was actually a beautiful thing. So, the biggest speculation out there right now, of course, is Dak Prescott and whether or not he's going to be the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys of the future. And does Mike McCarthy want to have a year with him to get to know him before they decides if that's the guy he wants and all that? And I can't answer that. That's only going to be answered through the course of the season. But I saw something interesting today. I saw something very, very interesting. There's always been so many knocks on my quarterback, okay? Lots of knocks on my quarterback because they say, oh, well, the Cowboys, they 2 out of 6 games. I'm sorry. Was it 2 out of 6? Hold on. Let me pull it on up. There we go. Got the whole thing there. Okay. So the Cowboys, 2-6 against teams with winning records. The Cowboys are trash. They're trash. Dak Prescott, he stinks. Well, somebody did the work for us here, and it's actually kind of cool. If we go through, I want to go through this because it's actually kind of important. The Baltimore Ravens were the best against winning teams. They were 6-1. 6-1. They played 7 teams, 85%. That's unbelievable. If you can beat winning teams like that, you are great. San Francisco, 5-2. Again, 71%. That's great. Because you got to think, winning teams are good teams. You're not going to win every single game. Green Bay Packers, 3-2. 60% still on the winning side of it. New Orleans, 3-2. And here's where it gets interesting because that's it. There's only 4 teams with winning records. 4 teams with winning records against teams with winning records. even New England, with Tom Brady, the number one defense in the NFL, they were 3-3. New England, with Tom Brady, 3-3 against winning teams. Houston Texans, they did pretty good, actually 3-3. Indianapolis, 3-3. Kansas City, Super Bowl champions, were 3-3. 500 record. Seattle, 4-4. Clearly, Seattle had a tougher schedule because they played 8 teams with winning records. Tennessee Titans. Now, this is where it gets interesting, too, because everybody else has a losing record. Losing record. So let's count that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 teams. No, I'm sorry, 9 teams. 9 teams, 500 or better in the whole NFL. That's it. Everybody else has a losing record. Only 4 actually have winning records. As we go down, Tennessee 2-3. The Eagles 2-3. Now, that's better than what we had. It's better than what we have. But I want to point out something here, because as we go down to our Cowboys, that only had 2 out of 6. I'm sorry, 2 versus 6 losses. You mean to tell me that the Eagles only had 5 games against teams with winning records? Wait. Your schedule only had 5 teams with winning records, 2 of which were the Cowboys. Our Cowboys, on the other hand, 2-6. That means we had 8 games against winning teams. Do you think that might make a little difference in some of those victories that the Eagles had? And I know people are going to say, oh, you're just cherry picking, man. Oh, your team's a bunch of losers. Well, I'm just pointing out, you would think that Carson Wentz beat every team out there that was great, because you had a lot of stiffs on schedule. And you did lose to Miami. You did lose to Detroit as well. So maybe it's not just a Dak Prescott thing, because we're actually on the list. Let's count down. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th. So we're 17th. Middle of the pack. We were average against teams with winning records. The way it was brought out to us is the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott are the worst team in the NFL against teams with winning records. Very interesting, to say the least. Well, anyway, that's all I got for you guys right now. We'll be packing up some glasses to get sent out today. So that way tomorrow the Postal Service will be taking care of those. And we've got some racks we got to work on in the shop. We've got actually that big-ass box I got to work on and some other stuff. So maybe we'll catch you later on while we're in the man cave with the little live stream and stuff. And I'm going to tease a little something, because I found, oh my goodness, I found something that Philly 500 is not going to be happy about. And I'm going to show that to you guys a little later. I'm Mark Holmes. You guys have a great day.